We have one amazing principal, for real.
A principal disarms a local high school student within seconds of learning about a loaded gun.
Now, this is a case of taking action under pressure. Within 2 minutes of learning a student had a weapon, a Coweta County principal had already disarmed the teenager.
Well, the scare happened this afternoon at East Coweta High School. Fox 5's Doug Evans spoke with the principal, who said he didn't have time to think and just prayed that everything would go right. Sounds like it did, Doug.
Russ and Sine, I talked with Principal Stephen Allen about it. He told me what he did. He said he didn't have time to think. He just hoped that this whole thing worked out. He knew where to find that young man. He was at lunch in the cafeteria. He went straight there. He pulled out his cell phone and he said, "Listen, I got your mother on the phone. She has some questions for you. Can you come with me?" The young man said, "Sure." They get him outside the cafeteria. He said, "Okay, I need you to put your hands up." And that's when they found the gun.
See you tomorrow, guys.
It was Principal Stephen Allen who disarmed the 17-year-old student. Mr. Allen told me he lured him from the cafeteria at lunch, asked him to raise his hands, and then took the loaded 9mm handgun from his waistband, all within a couple minutes of learning about the weapon at East Coweta High School.
We have one amazing principal, for real. He takes care of us, is there, and just make sure that we get what we need.
Our principal and 2 school resource officers with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office, they acted swiftly and just in an exemplary manner.
We've learned from the Coweta County Sheriff's Office that the student said he brought the gun because he feared violence at his school. Although we've heard from students, parents, and officials that there was no threat of violence at East Coweta High School, although several Coweta County schools have had social media threats investigated since the Florida school shooting in mid-February.
This is a different issue. This was just a student who, for whatever reason, made a very bad decision.
According to a letter sent immediately after the weapon was safely confiscated, school officials say they learned about the gun at 12:25 and the weapon was secured at 12:27. The letter says the student had made no threats against the school. They tell the kids, see something, say something. You talk about that with your son? Tell me about that.
I tell him if he sees something wrong, go report it and let me know what's going on and go report it to the authorities.
I feel pretty safe because, I mean, our officer's really great, and so is Mr. Allen. He takes care of us.
I talked with investigators with the Coweta County Sheriff's Office tonight. They said that they had plans to search the young man's home. They also had plans to seize all of the computers in his home. If he has one, they're going to take it. If the family has one, they'll take that too. They plan to go through the computers and they plan to comb through all of his social media accounts to find out what's going on with him.